time it felt right drinking cherry wine with you. Just wanted to own it, just wanted to take the time, learn all the things that I could about you. Now it's such a mess here, oh we are just stressed here, used to be so easy with you.
Thank you for coming on the show today.
Hi.
Great, yes.
Okay, so this is my favorite time of year because we get Bobby Salazar's famous tamales, and we can get them by the dozen, half a dozen. How's this work?
Yeah, we have them by the dozen, the half dozen, by the single. I mean, whatever you prefer.
Is it cheaper by the dozen? You actually get them in singles too, or that's when you're...
Yeah, if only people want. I just want 4 tamales or whatever, 1 tamale, we'll do whatever. But yeah, usually people buy them by the dozen.
It's the best deal. And who doesn't want leftovers?
Correct.
You can put it in your fridge for later and have it for your next meal. So.
Oh, I did have this at my Christmas party last year. I didn't get to try it. They were all gone. I think I got 24.
Yeah, you picked up a few dozen.
Yeah, I mean, I was so mad. It was like, they were all, so you guys got to load up on a lot of them. And the best thing is you guys are good about delivering if necessary. How does that all work?
Yeah, absolutely. So when ordering, we usually just have people either call me directly.
Okay.
They can call me, they can email me to place their orders. I'm kind of helping bridge the gap between like ordering and the restaurant, because sometimes when you call the restaurant, right, it could be loud and you can't always hear, or maybe they didn't get your order right. So we've been having people call me directly, and I can confirm their order. I make sure it's correct. Then I can make sure we have it delivered on time, and I go into the restaurant and place the order and make sure that the delivery goes out. Yes, we still do pickup, obviously, but our delivery is just as convenient. I don't think people realize that it's super easy for us to do.
Sometimes you deliver it.
I can deliver too.
That's better.
Yes.
You have to give a tip if she comes, though.
All right. Well, Marissa's been handling a lot of the corporate sales, like company orders, like Home Depots and the Lowe's and those type of people. Roto-Rooter has been a big business for us, so they're always ordering. So big companies are, and that's who she's kind of handling those type of situations.
Well, some of the problem is people are just last minute with the ordering, and for a big, and they're like, "Well, you guys are always great. You guys do it no matter what." But
yeah, that's okay.
Sometimes people just don't.
They can even call the same day.
Yeah, but people don't call sometimes in advance, and when they're having like a 200-person party, you're like, "I need some notice."
I mean, maybe a day before for like a 200-person party, but we are pretty good about same day orders. So that's very possible.
Well, you guys just did something exciting recently. What was it? 4,000 burritos.
Oh, it was a walk that we did. What was
it was the Clovis Tri-City Marathon.
Tri-City Marathon.
Yes.
Yeah. And,
it was over 4,000 burritos.
Oh, it was like it was like 5,000 burritos or something like that. So we were up all night making burritos for the run, and we were a sponsor for them, and we got some money to cover our cost, and so it worked out pretty good, though.
And people loved it, and they were so just thankful at the end of the run to have a breakfast burrito.
Oh, their
response was amazing. Yes,
that is so neat. Okay, so what's at a corporate party? You guys do a lot of deliveries, but what about when people want to have their party there? Because you guys do a lot of parties at the restaurant. You guys have an area where you kind of put people in the back. How does that work?
Well, the restaurant, if you've been to the Tower District restaurant, which we're talking about, we just kind of section it off a little bit. People, hey, I got 15 people, or I got 20 people, or even if I've got 30 people, we can kind of give you a certain area in the restaurant.
It seems private because it's really separate from the bar, so it does seem like your own little area.
Yeah. But,
we did that when Danny Trejo was there. He had his own private area, too.
Right, Danny Trejo came in with his entourage a few years ago. Yeah, you were there. You interviewed him, and it was a great little get-together. So, we can do any kind of amount of people. Like, we've got some people coming in from the school districts already saying, hey, we're getting out of school on the the 18th or 19th of December, and we're coming over. I'm like, yeah, sure. We can set up a table for you. So, and it's very casual at Bobby's. People, it's not going to be very quiet. It's, there's going to be noise, and and everybody's just having a good time walking around with a drink, or or a taquito or something like that. So, yeah.
So I think my friend hired you. She had a quinceañera, and you guys went and set up in advance and everything. And that's something you guys do as well when people are having a party.
Yes, so we can go out to people's parties, quinceañeras, weddings, and set up a table, set up the an array of food, and
and it's great that you guys do that, because people don't even think about that. They're like, we're ordering this, and it's like, well, you know how to set it up. It's your food.
So you guys have everything to keep it hot. We've even done serving. Brought all of us employees and do like full service, and we have the things to keep all the food warm. So yeah, anything from pickup to we can just deliver it to we can absolutely completely serve the whole event. So.
And then you guys also have Lucy's Lounge, which we're gonna have some cocktails from there shortly. So if people want to, and I've done this before, right? We have parties at Lucy's Lounge because they don't actually have food in the actual lounge, or it's just drinks. You can get the trays over there. You can order trays there. You can get food from Mamma Mia's and both, and have both there. So I think a lot of people don't know that. So what do they just call you? Like, we're gonna have a few people section off at Lucy's, bring some trays?
Yeah, obviously we're right next door to each other, so that's very simple. Like, hey, Bobby, we're gonna have 20 people over here at Lucy's, and we want the party tray, our famous party tray, the little taquitos and
mind you, this is a small one. This is a small party tray.
Small one. So,
this is
because a big one would have taken up the whole table.
Yeah, right.
Easily. I mean, this would feed all of us here, and then probably at least maybe 3 more people.
Yeah.
So
yeah. That's available if you want to have a little get together at Lucy's Lounge. No problem.
And so you're part of the Bobby Salazar family, and
yes.
I found out something interesting about you today. You're a vegetarian.
Yes.
So how do you like that? There's actually a lot of options for you.
There is. So one of the important things that I first asked, so when I work in the corporate office, which is near our factory, and so I was wondering about how our beans were made. And so they are actually 100% vegetarian as well.
Nice.
So if you are a vegetarian, you can have the beans and rice like I do every time I'm in the restaurant. Right. There's plenty of options for vegetarians. I mean, one of our tamales is completely vegetarian friendly as well. So they also do a lot of grilled veggie bowls, and you can do beans, rice, grilled veggies. You could do grilled veggies on top of like a nacho and chips and cheese. So there's lots for vegetarians, and the guacamole too.
And it's
amazing.
always so
That's my
fresh.
favorite.
That's what I love. The vegetables are actually really fresh.
They are really fresh. Our cooks are amazing, and they really do make this guacamole fresh. I watch them do it, and work so hard in the kitchen. It's.
You got to watch them do it?
I do.
You don't even let me see the secrets. Wow, I gotta get in on that.
Yes.
Right.
So I know it's truly fresh.
Okay, so what do we have here as far as tamale options?
Yeah.
Okay, so the one that I would eat is the poblano chili and cheese one that is completely vegetarian friendly. And
is it spicy?
It's not that spicy because really, you want it to make it family friendly, right? If you're going to serve a tray of tamales to your whole family, there's probably going to be kids involved, with your family holiday party. So it's really not spicy. If you want to spice it up, you go get, some guacamole salsa, or you go get the verde salsa in the hot, which is really good too. Or you can just get the hot and the red, spiced up with one of the salsas. So this is, like I said, family friendly, kid friendly. And then our other option is the pork tamale. So that one is, a huge hit.
And those
for the
are the two that you guys have for the holidays.
Yes, those are the two options. Mm-hmm.
And then also with the party tray, you have to specify. I know I made this mistake before about the beef, because you guys could actually add beef in the quesadilla, which is really good. But then you can also make it just a cheese quesadilla.
Yeah, I believe this one is the beef quesadilla. So if you want it cheese, you have to specify, because we will give you the shredded beef automatically. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like everything. It was feeding other people. So that's where I made the mistake that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there's just bean burritos. So that is the, vegetarian option. But you can also get the party tray with shredded chicken as well.
Correct, yeah.
And so is tamales all year round or just around this time of year?
They're year round.
You are year round, but this is
mm-hmm.
when you guys really promote the whole dozens this time, that time.
There's a big push through the holidays now.
We do have to be
food.
A little bit advanced when ordering a lot of tamales, though.
We have them ready, so if you want to say, I want 5 dozen, I'd like to know the day before, just so we have them ready.
Have you watched them make the tamales?
Oh yeah.
I've been in the factory. I've watched the whole process. I've watched the salsa be made fresh and all the.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so which tamale were you gonna try? You said you're gonna try the one that's a vegetarian one.
Yeah. So you need to try both, I think.
We do need to try both. This is the one that's like the not.
Which one is the?
This is the one with the meat, I think. Mm-hmm. The one that we wrecked. Or I wrecked.
Yeah.
I just can't get in.
That's the pork one.
And you want the
Definitely just that one,
okay,
yes.
There you go.
But
there you go.
I think Sparkle should have some of this one too.
So tell us, you've been going around and doing the different corporate events. What do a lot of people not realize when you go in and tell them, hey, these are the services we offer? What are people most surprised about?
They are honestly most surprised that we deliver and that we don't need very advanced notice. Like I've walked into, I think it was like a parts store once, like a big warehouse. And I was telling the office like, okay, so we can deliver lunch. And it was in the morning. I think I was in there like 9 or 10 a.m. And I go, hey, it's only 9 or 10. If you guys even want lunch today, I could get it to you within an hour or
Were they
two.
surprised about that?
They were so surprised. I was like, our kitchen's efficient. They know what they're doing. And I've had people order on the spot, like, oh yeah, we actually do want lunch. That Mexican sounds great for lunch. And so they'll order same day. And yeah, they don't know we deliver. They don't know that we can truly have it there within an hour or two, especially if it's not, a huge party. If it's just like an office staff. Yeah, they don't realize how quick we can get the food there.
Do you guys offer a lot of stuff? You may say you have regular customers that are like weekly, monthly. What are some of the incentives that people get every time they come and order?
Friendship.
Do you have weekly people? Anybody that's a weekly?
We do, but I feel like your regulars kind of become your friends. Like the people we see in the Bobby's Tower are people that like look forward to seeing like familiar faces, like the staff become their friends. Like I think that's kind of one of the benefits of like just that repetitive business, and our regulars, like they really do go there for friendship and for their favorite bartender or their favorite waitress, or just say hi to Bobby because they know him. That's kind of the best part about the restaurant, I think. Yeah,
people come in, they know they can get a great taco or tamale every day, or a chile relleno, and they love eating food every day. Our food, it's great.
And graduation season was super busy. So what were some of the stuff? Did you guys go to people's houses or to the school, or they were coming there afterwards? How did that work?
Well, usually you're talking about graduation and catering, and people are picking up our party trays all the time, or we're delivering them to their parties. So, and it's pretty simple. We're pretty casual, It's nothing really fancy about what we do. So.
You also do a lot of stuff with the school. So you guys were tell us about that.
Well, we're set up with a lot of the school districts around the valley, not just in Fresno, but like Selma and Kingsburg, Fowler, Parlier, Reedley, where they're calling us, and we're doing orders for them. They need breakfast burritos in the morning for the staff, hey, we need 100 burritos tomorrow morning. Can you do it? Yeah, sure. We'll get them ready.
And I think we've done it pretty early. They don't realize that the kitchen staff starts so early. So I think we've had burritos out as early as maybe 7 a.m. for one meeting.
Wow, that's really impressive.
So breakfast burritos can start really early.
Yeah, obviously we need advance notice on that. So, a day ahead or a couple of days ahead.
Yeah, but we can get it there early. If there's like an early morning meeting, or, a company where the employees do start really early and you want to reward them. Yeah, tell us the night before and we'll have breakfast there pretty early.
That's really great.
Yes.
That's the easiest thing too, because you don't have to be there to set up when you have like eggs and keep that warm. So,
and they'll usually want to grab a pint of salsa as well, because the breakfast burritos with the salsa is fire. That's really good. That's everyone's favorite. They never forget the salsa if they're going to order breakfast burritos.
That's really cool. You guys sell your salsa everywhere. You know, all the locations, because I have a lot of friends in Northern California having it. I know it's sold in Arizona. So.
Oh yeah.
So where are some of the places
that we can? And we've seen it. Because it's in big names. We're in Walmart and we're in Target. We're in Grocery Outlet, Save Mart, Safeway. We just did a big corporate party after one of those grocery stores.
Yeah, Winco. Usually you're, like you said, we're throughout California. So there's the major grocery stores, we're in them, Walmart is a big one for us because they're all over.
You guys go to the fresh salsa area and then ask, right?
Yeah, it's it has to be refrigerated, yeah.
And you guys should go ask too, because if it's not there, they'll make sure it's there.
Request it.
Yeah, go
so
find
then maybe they'll stock it.
I know you guys are often out of Save Mart. I've been a lot of times before and the fridge is empty. That's how much you guys are selling it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you'll need to go ask the manager there, hey, can restock the shelf, please? So that helps us out.
And then tell us about the breweries. I noticed they're in all the breweries around here.
Yes. We just did an event where we paired with Full Circle, and we provided the chips and salsa for a comedy show they had. And it's really popular with breweries because they don't have kitchens often, right? So people are going in there and drinking, and then you want to keep your customers in there drinking longer, you're going to have to give them something to eat, right?
Add something salty so they keep drinking, right?
Exactly. Yeah, doesn't that sound amazing? If you're drinking in a brewery, what sounds better than chips and salsa? That's such an easy order. That's what people want to snack on when they're drinking. So yeah, we've gotten into a lot of breweries and Sanger, Fresno, Clovis, because it's a great pairing and it's super easy for them to, they already have fridges set up, you know, so, or we can bring one in. So they, it's super easy to throw a case of salsa in there and then, you know, have it for their customers ready. And then they, like I said, when they're eating, they're going to stay there and drink longer too. So it works well.
And if they don't finish it all, they can just put the lid back on the salsa, take it with them, you know, or roll up the bag of chips. And...
What's your favorite dish there? Your favorite? Because I used to actually always get the cheese enchiladas. That was one of my favorites for a long time.
Cheese enchiladas.
Oh, they're great. Yeah.
Wait, have you tried everything? What's your favorite? Where you're like, this is my favorite one here.
Ooh.
So many.
I know. I do eat the cheese enchiladas. I always get rice and beans with whatever I order. So whether I order like a cheese enchilada, I'll do rice and beans. Even if I just do like a bean burrito, I have to get rice and beans. Or really my favorite is just to get the grilled veggies over the rice and beans.
Oh,
and
that is good.
Or dump that mild salsa all over it. And I'm really actually into the fire roasted right now. Have you had the fire roasted? It's in a medium.
Oh man, really?
Oh,
I did like that. I have it. It's been a while since I've had that one, but I did used to eat that a lot. Yeah,
the fire roasted is
reminding.
Oh man,
see, that's the problem here. There's so many things to choose from. I forget, and I was like, that used to be my jam for a while too. Bobby, what's your favorite? I know it switches, but there was one thing you said you liked. Did you name a burrito after a guy or something?
A burrito after a guy.
There's like somebody with like a guy's name that's like at the burrito.
Oh no. Well, there is a plate. It's called the James Special. But that was a school buddy of mine back in high school, and he used to come into the restaurant, and he'd make up this concoction. It was called the James Special, and it's basically just rice on a plate with the chili con carne over it, or chili verde, and cheese melted on top, and it's just a great combination of the flavors together, and it goes really well. But you know, I love our tacos. We have the best tacos, I think, you know, around.
That is true.
Everyone, I feel like,
we've got crispy tacos. You want the soft taco? You know, however you want your taco, we can make them anyway. Our taquitos are great. We roll them fresh to taquitos.
Yeah,
fresh shredded beef or chicken, deep fried with the guacamole. Oh, really good. So our fancy burrito. Maybe you're talking about that. The fancy burrito has been around for decades.
The sauce on top. Oh my goodness, I could never get through one of those.
Top, the fancy burrito.
But it's nice to have leftovers.
It's really funny to watch people try to eat all of those. So that's fun. I did see someone eating it recently, and it was like, because those are huge. They're monstrous.
You take it home and eat it later. Put leftovers with an egg on it. It's so good.
Oh my goodness, that's so delicious. Yeah, everybody. So remember the holiday, and this is what I love most about these platters, that when you're invited to a party or pal, like if you don't know what to take, you could just go and grab one. Because that's something everyone's excited about when you bring that.
Yes. Yeah. And like the tamales honestly are priced amazingly too, because so for a dozen, you know, I can feed my whole family on one, dozen tray of tamales.
Oh,
and like,
easy, yeah.
You know, for $36, you can't do better than that for feeding your whole family Mexican food, right?
Right. No, for sure.
So, I mean, that's, for me, who has a large family too, that's great. Like I can feed my entire family with a tray of tamales.
Yeah, and then you get a side of beans and rice or something, you know, it's great. And then you get the salsa. It's so good. But, you know, spur of the moment, you need those. You need a party tray with the little taquitos, burritos and quesadillas. It's our famous tray. Everybody loves those.
Yeah, and the guac will always come with the party tray as well. Yeah.
So, you know, people take this to a potluck. This is the first thing that goes. Everybody tells me.
Absolutely. The finger food, people just grab that.
They go like, oh, we have all this food here. And then Bobby's tray is the first one everybody gravitates towards. It's like,
true.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So, because the large party tray, will feed about 20 people. And the guacamole is even, bigger in the middle. You get the biggest bowl of guac in the middle. It's amazing.
I love it. And it's fresh. I mean, it's honestly like more affordable or sandwich when you go to Vaughn's or whatever and you ask them to whip something up, you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like, well, this is like way more fresh. It comes like right out of the oven. They don't have, so it's just like, you might as well just grab this already. People know the names, so it helps.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for coming on the show today. And everybody needs to put in their orders now. What's your number? How do we get a hold of you? Tell us some of the facts.
Call the restaurant.
Yeah. So,
Well, call the restaurant in the Tower District is, 497-9920.
Yeah.
497-9920.
We'll be there, and we can, you can ask for Bobby, you can ask for Marissa.
Yeah.
We'll help place your orders. Absolutely.
Correct.
Like this small party tray is going for about $46, $46.99.
Yeah.
Ask for one of us, and we'll help place your order and make sure, you have enough food for your event, your family. We can help you decide like how much food you need, for whatever you're doing. So, yeah.
And then follow on social media. I heard you got Bobby on TikTok.
Yes.
She's doing, yeah.
Yes. So we
She's
thought
my personal TikTok person.
That'd be kind of fun just to show, like Bobby has such a fun, lighthearted side. And I'm like, let's just be silly and have like a good time with TikTok and do all the trends and just, like have a lot of fun with it. So if you want to follow him, or his TikTok handle is the real Bobby Salazar.
So you guys gotta follow Bobby Salazar, and then also we have a couple Instagrams. It's Bobby Salazar Salsa, and then Bobby Salazar Tower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I hop on there and do lives too of like the restaurant and like what's happening, and so you can see live what's going on in the restaurant too as well. And
daily or watching the cooks put something together, right in front of you. So she's real good about doing stuff like that. Marissa.
So follow us. You'll get to see more exciting videos than we've even had in the past, because now we got this girl doing some fun stuff. We are
going to do some really fun videos with Bobby. Yeah, absolutely. Got a lot of fun with the TikTok.
Yeah. Call and ask for Marissa. She'll help you personally.
Call and ask for Marissa, everyone.
Yeah, we got a lot. I mean, I can't believe all the... It's funny. It's a lot of guys calling now. I don't know, asking for Marissa. I don't know.
Shocker.
Anyway, but great. We're glad to have Marissa on the team, and she's doing a great job for us.
It's a great team. Like I said, the Bobby Salazar family has just been, they're great. They're fun. It's
so book your holiday party, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give us a ring.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, don't wait. We'll help you get it all arranged. So.
Robbie, I am so excited to have you here today.
I'm excited to be here. It's holiday season.
You're one of my favorite people, one of my favorite fixtures of Lucy's Lounge.
I've been there a minute, It's been 7 years, geez.
Wow.
Yeah, October was 7 years for us. It's crazy. It just seems like it was yesterday.
Well, because I moved here from LA 7 years ago, and then so I think you started when I was there, and I noticed that Lucy's Lounge was kind of like LA lounge, like what I was used to, like the specialty cocktails.
Well, I just got back from the LA region at that time too.
Oh my goodness!
I came right back into town, and this was kind of just.
So you were used to that. That's why they're so good.
Well, yeah, the bar was amazing. Bobby did a great job with the whole thing, and he kind of gave me and another one of the managers at the time like carte blanche to do kind of a creative menu that really hasn't been done in Fresno yet.
That's for sure. This is very unique.
And it was just like. Now you see it all over the place, kind of, especially in Tower and different parts.
A little bit. It's catching on, but it's still like, you guys still have a uniqueness. So what are you going to make for me today? I see there's cinnamon sticks.
It's one of our kind of holiday staples. Like whenever the weather gets a little cold, put on your warm clothes. So we just lean into a sweater weather. It's a very nice bourbon-based cocktail. Notes of cinnamon, notes of a little ginger in there, some allspice, and it's just, it's a good time for the holiday.
So what's this one called?
This one's called Sweater Weather. Yeah,
it's actually just called Sweater Weather.
Sweater Weather. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I already kind of mixed everything together.
That's amazing. So you came up with this?
I think the name's probably been around for various cocktails for a long time.
I haven't seen that before. I like it, though. Sweater.
Yeah. So it's just kind of, and I'll show you real quick the way it comes out. We'll do a quick shake. You know.
Is it actually called Sweater Weather?
Sweater Weather, yeah. We use Buffalo Trace in it. Some golden falernum. Look it up if you don't know what that is.
Oh my goodness!
Some cinnamon
you spoil
syrup,
everybody, Robbie, with
fresh lemon juice. That's part of the great thing about making good cocktails is using the freshest stuff that you can. And then this is kind of a fun thing we like to do too, to kind of get the smell of winter in the air.
Oh my goodness!
Kind of get a little cleanse the whole area.
I wish
here.
you all could smell it. I wish I could.
I didn't bring my umbrella, so I hope we don't get a little.
I think we'll be okay.
We'll be all right. Oh, you'll be okay. No one wants to see me wet.
Oh, that's amazing.
And we'll just kind of throw it up like that. And now you can see it. But yeah, so it gets the eye, gets the nose, gets the palate.
Goodness. Oh my gosh, this is delicious. It tastes a little bit appley. So is that coming from?
There's a liqueur called Golden Falernum, and it has like ginger, lime, little apple. It's fun stuff. And this is the kind of thing we're going to do for the holidays. We're going to lean heavily into the dessert side of holiday drinks too. So you're looking at candy cane martinis, blood orange and chocolates. We're looking at
yummy
Oreo cookie cream cheese.
Oh my goodness! I need to come and get that. I love Oreo cookies.
Yeah, like just wonderful, kind of almost like a pie dessert thing. So.
Well, you guys all got to remember, like Uber, when you get there, I don't even taste. It tastes like almost like just apple cider. I don't even taste. That's a thing. Your drinks are so dangerous.
Well, they're dangerous because they're really good, and I encourage people to actually enjoy the drink when you're there. Like take your time with it. That doesn't always.
But I'm like, that is really tasty. I'm like, oh my goodness.
It's really easy to have more than one, and with a balanced cocktail, that's how it should be. But yeah, so we're just looking forward to having a fun time this holiday. We do a lot of parties too. A lot of different places will book us for parties for the holiday.
And I know that when you guys do, people have their birthday party or whatnot, thinking of their specialty cocktail. You're good at coming up with that specialty cocktail.
Yeah, like if you have a certain themed event, no matter what it is, birthday, bachelorette, if you get with us ahead of time, we can cater a cocktail to what you're trying to go for. Whether you want it. It's a bunch of people that like sweet stuff. We can do that. If you're more into the bourbons or stuff, we can come up with a cool old fashioned or Manhattan to kind of fit you. It's fun. It's like cooking with booze,
And you guys are open. It's 4 p.m. daily.
So Monday through Thursday we don't open until 4.
Okay.
And then on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we're open at noon. So that being said, if you have an event you want to do during the week, and we've done this before. If you want to
close hours?
We're doing our close hours. It's a great time to come have your own private party. Because we're not open to the public yet. You can come in for a couple hours, 2-3 hours. You can get food from Bobby's next door, Mamma Mia's, bring it over. And we'll have a bartender, a cocktail waiter, whatever you need. How many people there are.
And that's why it's also good for the holiday parties to even remember that, to come during those off times.
And definitely get a hold of us if you want to set something up. We have 2 or 3 different offices that will hit us up every year for their holiday party. And you can get a hold of us. The best way is actually through our Facebook or Instagram. You'll be talking with Frank. Or call us directly or come in. Yeah, and then we'll schedule something. We'll let you know what we're available to do, what times you can come in, how many people, all that fun stuff. And then you just show up and have a good time. And
then they get to have their own specialty drink.
Ooh, yeah, I'll be back there shaking drinks for you.
So you've been there for where did you bartend before you came into town and before?
Oh yeah, I actually worked before I left Fresno. I worked at Bobby Salazar's as a bartender for almost 9 years in my 20s to my 20s.
And then you moved to LA and
moved to New York for a while.
I moved to New York.
Yeah, I would like that. I'd been visiting for a while, and I just wanted to live there. And it was fun bartending there for a year. I mean, that was an amazing experience out there. But that got me into craft cocktails.
Oh, you got to learn. That's how you got them all fancy schmancy.
Yeah. My beverage director were way more into it at the time, and I kind of got the bug for it.
And you actually are pretty fast, because I've seen you guys really slam, and you're doing this stuff, and you do whip them up pretty fast.
Well, yeah, we have a lot of confident people back there that have been doing it for a while. It's hard to push out craft cocktails almost on a club level.
Yeah, it's hard to do that. That's why I'm pretty impressed.
And The staff there is amazing. I mean, they're all just wonderful people. They're dedicated. It's a team effort. Like, everyone there is really good at what they do. And we don't see a lot of turnover either with it. So like
that's why you've been there forever.
Yeah, I love it there. Like it's a wonderful place to work. I love working there. Like it feels like my second home.
So things have changed a little bit. There used to be a lot more live bands. Now you guys have more DJs.
Yeah, more DJs on the weekends. It was a weird thing after COVID. Like we saw kind of a decline of people coming out for the live music on the weekends, or like an influx of the same band playing a bunch of times in the same area. So the big crowds we'd get for certain bands, they kind of settled down after. I don't know.
And it got a little bit smaller. Like I mean, the spot's small. It's great. To me, it's perfect. That's my size. I like the size of it. But you had these 10-piece bands that were like, it was like, whoa, like
it get a little out of control.
We're all dancing on top of the speakers.
Yeah. Well, where else would you dance? But and with the DJ, it's we kind of curate it to still our crowd. It's still like 80s to 2000s, top 40s, but everyone can enjoy it. It's not just for, I don't like this band, so I'm going somewhere else. Oh, I already saw this band, I'm going to go somewhere else. So you can come in, have your drink, still have a conversation, dance the music you like.
That is what I do like about it. You can actually hear people talk.
Yeah.
So that is actually really important. So what's going on Monday nights? I heard Monday night's like the big night there.
So it's our old school like R&B hip hop night. So we've got DJ Straws, and then we have Marcus Anthony on the keyboards and vocals. And it's like 7:30 to 11:30 at night. So still early. It's Monday night.
There's nothing else to do on a Monday night. Gee.
Well, we get packed by 9:30. We're packed in there.
Right.
But by 11:30, everyone's ready to go home. We've got to wake up in the morning. So it's just a good night. It's fun. Everyone kind of knows each other. It's almost like a family affair. Like we have a birthday party there almost every other Monday. Like from the regulars, they want to come in. They want to celebrate there. And it's one of my favorite nights. Like I love everybody that goes in there.
So what other night's the night that kind of like a Monday where it's like trendy, where it's like the same thing every Thursday or every Friday or not really?
It's kind of after Monday. It's kind of sparkled through with live entertainment. Still, we still have live music like on Wednesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, okay.
And we'll rotate the bands and performers on those nights. It's kind of a good night to come in if like you're on a date, or you want to hang out. Like it's good music, it's not over the top, like the good drinks, you can still like talk with people. And then every other Sunday we're doing karaoke now too.
Oh really? I didn't even know that.
Yes.
Are you singing?
No, not yet.
We have to give you your own cocktails. You have to feed your cocktails to sing. I think that's what we have to do.
My karaoke days have kind of passed me by, but I don't know, I might pop out for one or two. I like to keep people in Lucy's, not push them away. But no, so it's a fun thing too, and you can check out the dates too, like on Instagram, Facebook.
So every other time. And then, what's your favorite band that popped in there currently? Oh, you guys have had the best bands, I think, in town.
For a long time, I think it's been Vibe Check has been my favorite.
That's one of my favorites.
Ralph,
too.
the lead singer, he's just amazing, just a wonderful guy, and they're just so much fun, and they're the kind of band too. They're not stuck on their set. One night I was working there, and some lady was like, "Hey, I want to hear a Disney song," and they went through a whole set of playing nothing but Disney songs in their style. And everybody in there was like, everybody knows the lyrics. They're singing all these songs. It's crazy, yeah. So I think
everything they sounds great.
That's
fun.
Still having the live music available is really kind of cool and special to us because that's kind of how we started too.
And I do like it when people can actually play on demand. I'm like one of those terrible people that would do something like that. I love to put people on the spot, as you know.
Well, that's like our whole society now is on demand. So you gotta keep up with the times. Yeah, I love being there, man. The place is amazing.
Do you guys ever do drink specials or not really? That's not really a thing.
So we run a happy hour until 7 o'clock every day.
Oh, you do? I didn't even know that.
But it's pretty much just for like our beers, our well drinks. Like we'll have Jameson on there. Some days, like on Tuesdays, we'll do like a Tito special.
That's great.
But our cocktails we're using like really like the best ingredients. So it's really hard for us to kind of. Like they're kind of set where they are.
You're not going to get this for $5, guys.
It costs that, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I know how it is. It's like, but I didn't even know you did that. That's impressive. The happy hour. Okay.
Yeah, so it goes till 7, just every day. Some Sundays we'll do specials. Like I think we're doing specials on Bloody Marys and mimosas right now on Sundays.
Hey.
So we open up at
12.
noon.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like we're not a sports bar, but we do have like the games on in there. So we have
I've noticed that lately.
Well, we have people that come in that don't want the they're not into all the hoopla.
They don't want to hear that kind of show. Is that what I think? I saw like the most random thing one day. It was like women's like college like basketball. I don't know. I saw something random one time on a Tuesday. I was like, what is this?
I was playing that day. No, it's but, we're not a sports bar, but we'll still show the games. If you want to come in and like still have a good time, but not be surrounded by chaos, it's a great place to come.
You go next door to Bobby Salazar's for the chaos during the games.
It's a lot of fun there. Yeah, that's my old rigs are.
Awesome. Okay, so where do people get a hold of you if they want to get a hold of you?
Actually, the best way is like through Instagram or Facebook and reach through Frank, and then he'll get a hold of me. Or come see me like on a Monday night, Saturday night, Friday during the day, or call Lucy's Lounge. Like,
do you ever do private parties? Bobby's gonna pick my butt up for me.
Man, well, after I hurt my knee, I don't dance as well. So,
on a very rare occasion, if it calls for it.
My time is pretty much dedicated to that place.
You work full. I mean, you're always working.
I don't have a lot of time to. That being said, if you have a private party, some of the other bartenders have done that before.
Yeah.
So if you reach out to us, we can make that happen.
I would start there, and then you have to come over after and keep the drinks going. That's
I mean, I can do a private party as long as I can drink and have fun at the time. But, so I know, it's everything's up for negotiation.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. It was great to get you in here.
Yeah, Sparkle, thank you. Love you always.
I know, it's great to see you at the bar.
Great to be out of the bar.
Thank you for coming on the show today. It was like 4 years ago you were here, but we were virtual at that time during COVID.
We were.
And a lot's changed since then.
A lot has changed.
Okay, so tell us what you're doing now.
So right now we are currently working with the city, the state, but through the Black Chamber of Commerce as a subcontractor for, it's really a vehicle for underserved people on the west side of Fresno, kind of like in the outskirts. Basically, people that are having issues being able to get to doctor's appointments, maybe dialysis, cancer treatments. And some people just don't have the means to be able to get to their appointments. Even family can't take them. They may be going through a transition on even trying to obtain insurance. And so what has been put before us is basically a contract to be able to transport these people at no cost.
That's really good. Okay.
Right. So whether they're in a wheelchair, whether they're ambulatory, we will pick them up as long as they call it in, they schedule it. We will make sure it's booked, and we'll get them to their appointments and then get them back to where they need to go.
So when did all this come about, some of these changes?
So essentially we had originally had the contract to start 4 years ago, but there's been so many different changes, and then everything kind of happens in, different time frames. And so ours just happened to be the last and final part of the, whole big contract. So basically, I mean, it really has taken off this year, whereas 4 years ago, it was just kind of going through the red tape with the city of Fresno as well as the state of California. So it's
you had COVID. I mean,
right.
That was a great time to start that.
Correct.
Huh?
Correct. Yeah. So I mean, that obviously made things a little more challenging, but we worked through it, and so.
And people just don't even understand all of the behind the scenes that it takes to make that happen. You've also had like internal changes as far as people being in charge and stuff. Tell us about that.
Correct. So basically what has happened is we've had to really make changes with employees, with different change, making sure that we're, on track with just the, different things from the state and from the city, and just making sure that we're on, on board with everything that needs to happen. And so it's interesting because COVID really was the big change that, just kind of changed things even within the office. And so it made things a bit more challenging because, you know, if anybody knows, when you own a company, finding good people to work for you is really, it could be difficult. Yeah, it could be difficult. And so COVID came about. We had, you know, internal employees that were actually in the office. They didn't want to deal with the drivers because we were actually dealing with COVID positive patients for dialysis that had to go to dialysis, you know, treatments, you know, and so you're dealing with them hands-on. So
and you have to. I
mean, we have to.
Yeah,
so,
there's no way around that.
Right. And so I mean, that was the game changer. But again, things have changed. You know, we're rocking and rolling, and the red tape has really kind of come off.
And so tell us about Dr. Little. This seems like really great. Like she's really brought a lot of changes about as well.
She really has. I mean, I don't want to take away from Tara. Tara, she was the president for the Black Chamber of Commerce at that, you know, prior to Dr. Little coming in. She has taken a position with Gavin Newsom, and so she works with the business economic division for him. And so once she, you know, took that, lead, we basically had Dr. Little come in, and I mean, she has done such a great job. She's completely turned the chamber around, and I mean, just has given life to it. And so the beautiful thing is, way back then, we didn't own a building. Now we own the building outright. We've created a hub for small, you know, business owners, entrepreneurs, students that want to come in. It's almost like we actually have a section in the building that is really dedicated for students, for business owners.
That's so cool. I'd love to come check it out. You said it was nearby as well.
It is nearby. It's actually right around the corner from where you all are located. They've taken lead on a new program, which is the EV program, which we work with the city of Fresno, you know, on that program. And so I want to say there is probably 6 electric chargers for the vehicles. And so with that program, what has happened is we've gotten maybe, I'd say about 8 to 10 cars, and they're available for, again, people that, you know, are in the underserved areas that need cars, even if they're, you know, I'd say college students, or, you know, if you're a single mom or, you know, a father that's trying to, you know, do Uber or do things like that, we offer those cars. Those cars
that's really cool.
Yeah,
so how do people even know about this, and how do people get in touch with you and know these resources? Because I always find out we have so many resources we just don't know about. Right. And so that's got to be challenging to get the word out. So how do people find out about you?
So basically we've kind of been doing just word of mouth. We're actually passing out flyers and getting mailers out to people in, I want to say District 3, and because it's really the target market for us. But, you know, we have Instagram, so it's the Black Chamber Fresno, as well as going online. You can go online and just Google the Black Chamber.
There's a Black Chamber of Clovis as well, so that's separate. Do you guys ever work together? And I'm sorry, these are dumb questions. I'd really love to know, what you guys all do.
No, so we've definitely worked with the Chamber of Clovis before. I would say, for the most part, we've dealt with the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce quite a bit, and so I know in working with them, we've also that's actually where we got started. Aside from being in the chamber building, we moved over to the Hispanic Chamber, and we started just really mimicking, kind of looking at the things that they were doing, and so They were having a lot of ribbon cuttings, and so it was just that's really where we've gotten a lot of traction.
And people always want to know what the difference is. That's why I kind of asked about the Clovis. Yeah, actual Clovis. I think Clovis Black, and there's a Clovis Hispanic, and there's the regular Clovis chamber, then there's a Fresno chamber. What are the big differences? Because you could be a part of them regardless of what you are. You could be, right? They don't discriminate against anything. So what is the big differences?
You know, that's a good question because we've been asked that quite a bit, and you know, it's really not a big difference. It's just a label. But you could be Caucasian, you can be Hispanic, you could be Black, you could be, I mean, it really doesn't matter. The overall goal for all the chambers is to basically be a hub or a resource for businesses to not only become members, but to actually be involved as far as the networking and then be able to be contributors or be contracted to be able to assist with newcomers or people that, you know, have an idea or they want to be involved in what, you know, your arena, basically.
And so mainly it's business oriented. What else do we not know that the chamber? I think a lot of people just don't know, and they don't know where to start as far as going. What else? There's ribbon cuttings for new businesses,
right?
And
so that's a very interesting question. So basically, what we have now, and most of them have, is, you know, programs to where if you have credit issues, you can come in there, and 9 times out of 10. They have somebody that can actually assist you with your credit. Then if you need a small loan to, you know, like a micro loan to be able to kind of jumpstart your business, you know, that's available. You know, I mean, so there's several different options for somebody that's coming in. If you have an idea for a business, you have, you know, you want to be active in the community and you want to do this, you want to do that. It's all there, and that's really what the chamber is for. It's a vehicle for people that have ideas or they want to be involved in the community.
And are people good about really showing up? Because you guys do monthly things.
Correct.
Is there a good outcome for that?
It is, because I feel like it's really geared towards networking. And so, you know, my thing is, if, you know, just I'd encourage anybody that wants to be a part of the chamber or come to a networking event, you know, make sure you have business cards, so that way you can pass your business cards out to, you know, people. That's what it's all about, because once you network, then you're able to expand, you know, your idea and grow your idea.
And you guys have like yearly dues? How does that work?
So we do. So the thing about it is if you join as a member, you pay you pay a fee, a monthly fee. The monthly fee, you know, gets you into a little more, you know, some extra doors, and it gets you extra added, you know, perks, and it really is a win-win situation. And that's really one of the big things for the chamber is they want people to join. They want you, you know. They want you as a member and pay the fee, but there's things that come along with that, and it's a win-win situation.
Is it monthly, or can you do yearly as well?
You can do yearly.
Okay.
You can do yearly. You can do monthly. So those are different things that are available.
And I've actually was curious about kind of joining some of these other like niche chambers, because I belonged to a big one,
right?
And I felt like I didn't get all the things that I was supposed to get.
Right.
I wasn't even privy to like when things were happening and what was going on. So I would always want to be in kind of one of these, because every time I go to a smaller one, I'm not saying that's small, but you know what I mean. So
right.
I feel like a little more like there's more of a community than
right.
when it's too big. So what are some of the cool things you guys have done that really shows people your community?
Yeah, so to answer your first question, I always tell people, you know, kind of do your homework on the chambers, look at them and see, is there one that's geared more politically? Is there one geared more toward the community? You know, and so community-based chambers are almost like the community banks, if that makes sense.
Okay.
The larger banks, have a lot more red tape and they do.
Right, like, okay.
So, yeah, you just don't get
really,
that.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So and I kind of noticed that, and you put it into the best words possible. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And so is there like an event, or there's some good things that people that are watching that have no idea, is there like this big event like for everyone that you're like, hey, if you've never seen our events, come to this one. Do you have anything coming up this year?
So our last ordeal, actually, we just had a turkey giveaway this Thursday. We actually have a Christmas party. I believe it's from 5:30 to 7:30 or 8:30. But it's so it's open to the public, and so that's an opportunity to just, if you have, you want to just meet us, you want to talk to, our president, Dr. Little. We have several different, people that are there that's, open to help. And then the chamber is going to be open so people can actually get a chance to see, all the different rooms and different things.
That's what I want to do. I want to go to that. So that's this Thursday?
That's this Thursday.
And anybody can come?
Anybody can come.
Right on. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So what's the address? Stop. We'll find it later.
Yeah.
We'll put it up.
Yeah, I like I said, I'd
we
say,
just gotta look at it. So Instagram and Facebook, where is it? Should we follow it? You said Black Chamber Fresno.
Yes, it's black. It's the Black Chamber of Commerce Fresno.
Okay.
Google. I'd say.
If you Google
I'd
then
tell,
all the things will come out.
I'd tell everybody, Google the Black Chamber of Commerce Fresno, and that'll come up, and I'll go all the way down to the bottom of the website. Boom. And
then you guys are good about saying what events you have. Well, that's good. That
Correct.
one's coming. So one's coming up, and then
Correct. Constantly blasting out different events that are happening. New Year, the new year next year, 2025 is going to be awesome. So anybody that's interested in wanting to be a part of the chamber, whether it's the Black Chamber, the Hispanic Chamber, the Fresno Chamber, the Clovis Chamber, I'd tell anybody and everybody, if you have a business or if you have an idea or you just want to be involved in the community, check them out.
Yeah, for sure. And this is probably the best time to get in on it, right? We're starting
Correct.
a new year.
Correct.
So you guys said now that you own the building, you've been doing the different things. What are some changes that you want to see in 2025?
So 2025, we're actually looking at opening up our own hub for the transportation sector. And the reason being is because the transportation is so huge, it's so needed. And, we have the electric side. So we have electric vans, 13 passenger vans for, different programs and for helping people get to where they need to go. And then on the medical side, we have the, wheelchair transport vans. And then we just have the EV. We have the EV cars, so electric, vehicles, and we have electric bikes for the younger crowd that just wants to ride on the, the electric bikes through town. And so it's just those are the different opportunities.
So to have access to those things, we need to become members.
You don't necessarily have to be a member to have access to being able to take the car or take a bike. You do have to have your information embedded with us so that way we know who took what and where it's going and so forth and so on. But you don't have to be a member to be able to have access to those things.
Well, what are some of the big stories that you've heard about helping? Because it seems like you guys have done so much with the transportation area. What are some of the success stories that people have come and told you?
It's interesting. I think the ride share for us being able to offer transportation for the people that are in the underserved areas, as well as the people kind of out in the country, those are really, really big things, and it's really been a success because people have actually come back and said, this is awesome and thank you very much. I mean, we've had families actually call crying because they're like, this is amazing, and so not everything we do revolves around money. A lot of what we do actually revolves around just helping people because you'll get that back tenfold by helping people. So
And what's the distances when you say about transportation? What so far is the distance range?
So when we started the program, we initially were really kind of focusing just on, this area here, where downtown area, kind of going into, the west side of Fresno. But now we've just expanded it to really kind of the areas that's kind of out in the country, kind of sort of, and so really it's just that, really that area that we're really focusing on, is because that's been the area that's been the most underserved, unfortunately, and so that's what we decided to target.
People forget about how big it is here. They say it's small, but it's really huge. We have a huge area.
We do.
And then if I could say, you're Black and Hispanic. So do you have people there that speak Spanish in your area in the office that help people?
We do. We do have people that speak,
and
Spanish.
that's cool. That's really important for people to know, because that, again, like you're saying, it doesn't matter what we have. People pretty much, you have people for everything.
Correct. We do, and it makes it easier for Spanish-speaking people, of course, because they feel more comfortable. Obviously, you don't have that barrier, as well as our drivers as well. We have Spanish-speaking drivers as well.
Well, that is so convenient.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. And so you said about the chamber. What if anybody has questions for you directly? Is there an email address or something people can come to you?
They could email our company directly at opmt33@gmail.com, or they can go to our website, onpointmanagementcare.com, and they can kind of look at the business. They can see what we do. We're connected with the chamber, and so whether they go through the chamber, they go through us, it's all connected.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for coming on my show today.
Thank you for having me.
Felt right in the moment, felt right in the summertime. It felt right drinking cherry wine with you. Just wanted to own it, just wanted to take the time, learn all the things that I could about you. Now it's such a mess here, oh, we are just stressed here. Used to be so easy with you. Now I must confess here, oh, I must confess, dear, don't think I'm in love with you. Winter is coming and I don't know what to do, and there's no more use in running, no more running to you. And I don't want your loving, I don't want to be just friends, knowing all this time we were playing pretend.
It's a mystery.
Hi, I'm Sparkle Sujin, and I am the host of the Everything Sparkle Show. I would like to invite you to come and hang out with me every Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, as I interview the world one guest at a time. Everything Sparkle is available on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and CMAC.tv. Plus, if you're in the Central California area, you can watch on Comcast Xfinity Channel 93 or AT&T Uverse Channel 99. Hope to see you there.
That was the scene this morning at around 11 a.m. when a man caused a violent fight at the cash register here at George's Cafe. Witnesses say he wanted breakfast and the cashier wouldn't give it to him.
What the fuck happened here? This crazy guy came in and he just started stabbing people with a fork. You some crazy bastard killed your brother, killed Kevin?
Holy shit, I can't believe you shot that guy.
Want to make some money with the destroyers?
You're lucky I wasn't there. I just shot his dick off.
I need to know where this guy is. I need to know where he works. I need to know where he'd hide.
Your man here is trying to rob Kathy May's cafe.
I'm not telling you shit.
Well, frosty tips. Did you do that to match your vagina?
As soon as we enter the door, we should have our masks on.
It's broad daylight.
So we're not going to Disneyland then.
It's the time!
And this is about pancakes. Like, the pancake are good here, but they're not that good.